Hey, Robin and Kim here, back together. We've missed each other.
Yeah.
We are here for our Wednesday wellness chat. And today we're going to talk about toxic seed oils, the ugly, and they are ugly. I also wanted to apologize for not showing up last week like I said I would. Our our spectrum was out like almost all day. So anyway, I apologize for that, but it's not out today. So here we are. I'm going to give the list of our
Mm.
Hateful Eight in the description. And those seed oils are, and they are highly processed. So remember that, highly processed: canola, corn, cottonseed, soy, sunflower, safflower, grapeseed, and rice bran. These are industrial seed oils that have been highly processed by factories. So Kim's going to go ahead and start us off with a little bit more in depth about the seed oils and
Yeah.
um,
The problem with those seed oils, they're highly processed and they become inflammatory, and they're omega-6 oils. There's a balance that we want to get of omega-3 oils, which are super healthy oils. And then there's omega-6 oils, which we need also, except with the standard American diet, the SAD diet, AKA the ultra processed diet, we get a higher ratio of omega-6 oils to omega-3s. Ideally, we want a ratio of omega-3s to omega-6s like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. But typically the average American gets 1 to 20. That is super high, and that causes lots of inflammation. Why they are so bad for us, because they go through a big chemical process, which Robin's got a video to share, but they use hexane. They use all these chemical processes to get these made into seed oils, which are inexpensive. And they're put, if you read the labels, you'll see them in many processed foods, ultra processed foods.
everything. Can I just say, you are
Yeah.
hard pressed not to find, especially soy oil, in anything that's packaged.
Or
I
canola
mean,
oil. Yeah.
or canola, right? I have to put my readers on in the store. And, that's why when Kim and I find things like Siete chips, we're like, yes, we found something without the processed,
Mhm.
oils,
Yes.
toxic oils in them.
Yeah. That's why I love Lesser Evil popcorn, that Lesser Evil brand.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, because they use only avocado oil, coconut oil, or extra virgin olive oil, which are the top 3 oils that are healthy. And
Yep.
yeah, so in Ciete as well, they use all clean products. Ciete is spelled Siete. And they unfortunately, I say this, they came out with a salt and vinegar chip, which is my downfall. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I can't buy those too often because I want to eat the whole bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
But but yeah, so these seed oils are they're very insidious, and they're in many ultra processed foods. Sunflower oil is a big one too. I see sunflower oil in many products. I'm like, what, did they have a fire sale on sunflower oil? Because
Right. And lechin, is that how you say it?
lecithin.
Well, it's spelled lechin. So if you see that, that's still not good, right?
Are you talking about
So,
Lecithin? That's lecithin.
well, Lei, I don't know how to spell it.
Okay.
If I had a bag of something here, I'm sure would be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different process. So, if I see that in there, I know, like, okay, they've used cheap ingredients. That's what it tells me,
Right.
because ultra processed food, they make it taste really good,
Yep.
and they make it as cheaply as possible. And, it's the bottom line. How do you make product as cheaply as possible and make a profit?
Right.
That's cool.
And two, another way you can, if you don't have your readers and you're like, well, I wonder if any of this bad stuff is in there. Typically, your ingredient list is this big on things that have all this crap in it. And if your ingredient list is like 3 to 4 things, then it's probably pretty good to buy because,
Yeah.
the less ingredients you have, the better.
Sure.
And then
Yeah.
something that I want to relate to everybody is when Kim and I first got into this, health and wellness pretty much about the same time, all of this came up from a coach or our mentor. And I was like, oh my God, I can't drink soy milk anymore. I can't have soy protein bars. Oh my gosh, I love soy, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're talking about. And Kim's going to explain a little bit more about that.
Yes, I'm happy to clarify that. So soy in its more pure form is really good for us, healthy, like edamame. Those are the soy pods that we eat, the little pot. Yeah, I love those. And then tofu is super healthy. And then I personally drink soy milk. The reason I do, and I get unsweetened organic soy milk, and it's got 7 grams of protein. So it's got a high protein because I'm very protein forward in how I eat. And the phyto, if you've heard this, that like the estrogens in plant estrogens are not good for us, and they cause breast cancer. That is a total myth. It's a lie. And I can give you, Dr. William Lee is a great one to follow. He explains all that in his book, Eat to Beat Disease. He explains how actually the phytoestrogens in soy are actually protective for breast health. And so don't be afraid of the minimally processed soy, but it's the soy, the Impossible Burger is impossibly healthy. Let me tell you that right now. If you think you're getting something healthy with that Impossible Burger, with it's got soy oil, whatever the oils are in it is bad. I think it's got soybean oil. I think it's got canola oil, but and a bunch of other ingredients to make it like a plant healthy. It's been so processed. It's not healthy.
And it's disturbing. It's disturbing because on the front of your label, it says that. Because listen, I ate those Impossible Burgers because I was like, oh, I'm doing really good for myself. So listen, it's like down to the more you know, guys, the more you research, the more you investigate. Yeah, big difference.
We should talk about, and in the future, we should talk about greenwashing. How, and that means, you heard that term, Robin?
I don't think so.
Greenwashing is where they make it look like it's healthy, like saying it's gluten-free or it's whatever. They try to, and let me tell you, so Ritz crackers had never had gluten in them, or whatever. Not Ritz crackers is a good one. Some products have never had gluten in them, and then they call them gluten-free to make you think they're healthy.
Right.
So anyway.
Because people do pick up. And I've even had people say to me, like, if they've brought something to a party, they're like, oh, these are great. They're gluten-free. They're this, they're that. And then I turn the box and I'm like, but they have this, 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 and this, to me.
Yeah.
I don't like to say it to other people because I know that other people don't always like to be, told this. So, but I do. I want to know, and I want my family to know. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. Totally agree. It's like, I want to know. Knowledge is power. What you do with that is, up to you. But it's like, I want to live a long and healthy life and not want disease and frailty. So.
And once you see the video that I'm going to drop in the comments here, you might think twice about reading the back of those ingredients and taking it lightly because.
So what are the healthy oils? Let's talk about those very quickly.
Oh, yes.
So let's talk about, so I mentioned before, unless they're evil popcorn, they'll use avocado oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, but I use this at home anyway. But if you want a process, you're looking at labels, reading cookies, because there are some healthy versions out there, but if they have the better oils, it's like, okay, they didn't skimp. These are really good ingredients, and this is okay to have once in a while. So I don't do a lot of processed food anyway, but when I do, I want to make sure it's healthy. It's good for me. So, but yeah, and there are I don't want to get into all the fats and stuff, but there are healthy fats that we need. Our brain needs healthy fats. Yep. We don't want to feed our brain the seed oils. We want to feed our brain the omega-3s, which I said are the healthy oils, fatty fish. You're getting those in the avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil. Oh, so good for you.
MCT oil.
MCT oil, which is a form of refined coconut oil. It's very easy to get to your liver.
I have it in my coffee every day.
Yeah. So a lot of people do that. I put it in my shake. So anyway, so I think we've covered it. And
I think so.
we'll put the label, the Hateful Eight, below too. We'll let you. So if you want to refer to it, you've got it. And if you have any questions about it, please let us know. And have a great, wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I hope you are staying cool wherever you are. It is really hot in the Midwest.
Yeah, it is.
And
hotter tomorrow, hotter tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be hotter tomorrow. And but we just want to encourage you to have fun and live young. And we'll see you next week.
All right. See ya.